Today I'm going to show you how to set up PowerPoint 2010 to export high definition video. First step's to set up the presentation correctly. So to do that, head to the Design tab in your presentation and then click Page Setup. Once you're in there, change this slide size for drop down to 16:9. Once you've done that, your presentation has now got the correct aspect ratio to export to high definition video. You'll want to do this before you start laying out your elements, text on your slides, because otherwise they could sort of get moved around and push where you don't want them. So always do that as a first step. With that done, you can go ahead and design your slides. So I've just created a few basic ones here. Make use of PowerPoint's new transition effects. You can see they've got those nice sort of transparent gradients and also animations on bullet points and things, because when you export, all those effects are going to be preserved really smooth. So with that done, the next stage is to go to Slideshow and use this Rehearse Timings feature. Now, what this is going to do is launch your presentation and you'll run through it as if you were giving the presentation, say, in a meeting. So the idea is you would leave each slide on screen for however many seconds you want that slide to appear in your video. So you rehearse the timings, you set the a number of seconds per slide, and then PowerPoint will remember those recordings for when it exports the video. Before you do it, with this resolution drop down, set this to 1280 720p. Mine goes all the way up to 1920 1080, but PowerPoint won't export at that resolution, so you want 1280 720p. I'm just going to pause the recording while I rehearse timings for this slide. Okay, so I've recorded my timings, just a few seconds on each slide. If you mess this up, you just need to hit rehearse timings again and go through it again. It's not too much effort. So with that done, the final step is to go to File, then Save and Send, and Create Video. Once you're there, make sure this first drop down is set to Computers and HD Displays 1280 by 720p. That's going to give you that 720p video file format. For the next drop down, this should say use recorded timings and narrations, which is what you just set. Make sure it doesn't say don't use recorded timings and narrations. Then seconds to spend on each slide will say 5. Just ignore that. It looks confusing, but PowerPoint actually won't take any notice of that as long as you've got this set at use recorded timings and narrations. Final step is then to hit create video, and PowerPoint will spend a few seconds to minutes creating you a video depending on how complex your presentation is. This will generate a WMV file. There's no AVI or MP4 format, unfortunately, but you can upload this immediately to YouTube, and the quality is pretty high, so it's not a bad result. So I'm going to go ahead and create mine now and pause the recording while it does that. Okay, here's the final result. Now this probably looks a little bit staggery because I'm screen recording this, which will lose some of the frame rate, but it has preserved all those smooth animations and transitions that PowerPoint now supports. So that's all there is to it. Now to help with this, I've created a template you can use that's already set up and ready to go, which is available to subscribers of my newsletter on Compelling TV. As a subscriber, you'll get access to the Video Tips Toolbox, which contains a number of other free resources exclusive to subscribers. To get the template and the other free resources, head over to compelling.tv now and enter your email to join.